Arran, thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate you top years. So I have
Pleasure.
a few questions for you that I'd really appreciate your feedback on. The first one is an easy one. I wanted to start off by asking you, what was the kind of the problem that you guys were trying to solve 3.5 years ago when you were first looking for a consultant or consultancy or coaching company?
I guess we felt as three partners and shareholders of the business that we'd reached a point that we'd reached a glass ceiling, we couldn't break through it. And we knew where we wanted to go. We had a vision for the company, but piecing it together from a 50-year-old family-run business to a major mechanical contracting business that's now UK-wide needed outside eyes. We needed structure, we needed support and guidance to help us get there. So knowing that, having sort of banged our heads against the same turnover 2 years on the bounce, we couldn't seem to scale above.
Okay.
That's when we reached out to you guys, and
okay.
We're very thankful that we did.
So in that journey, what made you ultimately decide to choose Emerse to kind of help you break through what you call the glass ceiling so that you could scale up to the next level?
I guess it was a relationship with yourself, Mornay, that you were a known, we'd seen what you'd achieved, and we wanted a piece of that. Yeah, I think from my point of view, having someone come into your business is so personal. It's based on admiration. It's based on personal relationships. So being able to, when we opened our door to Emerse, having that relationship back again was really key to us.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that. And obviously, having started working with me and then being exposed to the rest of the Emerse team, can you just give us a kind of a feel for what it's been like? What has your experience been like working with the Emerse team over the last kind of 3.5 years?
We've hit all of our goals, and what's really nice now is it's through the process of setting up a leadership team, getting clear management KPIs for people, and on the whole journey we've been on with Emerse, to now be able to see the journey carry on, but across the leadership team and lower management structure, picking up the baton, as it were, and running with it. Watching, with the wider Emerse team is great. Watching that and getting the feedback, now sitting in on the meetings, not being a part of them is
sure.
Yeah, it's great. Really good.
I guess that's a common challenge for a lot of businesses that have grown organically, is that the founders of the business are the driving force, and then at some point you want to create that next layer of kind of management and sales management, and really make sure that your managers are able to take the business forward now and maintain the good work that you've done. Has that been your experience over the last couple of years, that you've now reached that level where you now have senior people in your business that can drive the business forward with your supervision?
Yeah, part of running or being a part of and having aspirations to run a UK-wide mechanical contracting business is the fact that it's a big market. You can't be everything to everybody the whole time. There's only 24 hours in a day. So, it's having people to own a lot of small numbers makes one big number. And yeah, that's exactly where we are today, in so much as we have a very functioning and proficient LT who understand that picking up parts of the business, and they're accountable for making sure that we run on a human level, on a numbers level, to finding new clients. And it's not just the responsibility of the original sort of three to push the business forwards. And that's great. That's exactly what we wanted to achieve.
Excellent. How would you say the team that Emerse have engaged with at Conditioned, how are they better or different, having gone on this journey with us over the last few years? What have you observed in terms of their development?
The leadership, the conditioned environment leadership team,
Mm-hmm.
It's night and day. I mean, it's night and day different. You know, we are, as a leadership team, we are a group of individuals that have come from varying different backgrounds of the industry, whether it be site-based to more university-based, but everyone's come from somewhere, and together now we're learning how to become a proficient and accountable leadership team, and watching people blossom into their new role and watching the team function. Like, everyone has a role on the leadership team, and watching it function together is very, it's like super rewarding. It's why I get up every day, you know, to be able to be a part of a business that, in a young business, in so much as a young leadership team that's year on year getting better and better at being accountable, for running the company is yeah, that's completely rewarding.
Excellent. And then the final question I had for you, Arran, was I guess, you know, going through a journey like this is, as you say, very rewarding, but maybe not always the easiest thing. What advice would you give to other companies that are kind of considering working with Emerse and that are looking to maybe ramp up their sales or, you know, break through that kind of glass ceiling?
I would say embrace it 100%, because it's worth it. Like, the journey is worth it. It's what the juice is worth the squeeze. It's at times it will feel you're being asked questions about your private life or something else that seems completely irrelevant to running a business, but it's all relevant. You know, whether it's team building exercises to gel a leadership team together, or you know, understanding each other as individuals. So I know what makes people on the leadership team tick. You know, where they've come from on a human level. Every part of running a business is about human connection, and if you can connect with people on a human level and know what's got them to where they are today, then we can make the business work. Like, the business bit is just mathematics or systems and processes, or, you know, but making sure that you can get the most out of each other as team members, that's a human level thing. And that, you know, stripping it away, it's almost like going back to school, like nursery. You know, you really have to go back to the bare bones of getting, well, this, you know, a group of people to understand each other and think for each other and protect each other. You know, it's yeah, immerse yourself in it.
Very nice. It's almost like we picked the name for a reason.
Well, hey, there you go. Yeah, it's a, you know, we've been a part of that now, and we went on what I believe was a fairly aggressive journey in you know, 2 or 3 days a week at times of really pushing through and trying to run the business better, to the point now where, you know, we've managed, we do projects now with Emerse, because we want to fine tune parts of the business, not, you know, so the business now operates and runs and through, you know, it's testament to Emerse over that we've got through the last 12 months of trading, through the hardest 12 months globally for, you know, through a pandemic, that the systems and processes that we developed over the last 3 years have worked. So yeah, that's get involved.
Thank you. That's humbling. I appreciate the positive feedback, Arran. Thank you. Final bonus question, simple one. Would you recommend Emerse to others that are thinking about growing their sales and growing their business?
Yes.
Wonderful.
No brainer.
Nice and easy. Arran, thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the candid feedback. Obviously, we value you guys massively as a client, and really appreciate all of the positive validation, and look forward to continuing our journey together over the years to come.
Thanks, Morne.